Hi guys, welcome to Dark Education. In this video, we are going to discuss about basic introduction of logic gates. So, as the name refers here to gates, which are basically similar to our normal gates, through which we just allow or deny someone to enter. In the same way, if we want to allow or deny input signals, so we use these gates. Basically, logic gates are electronic circuit that operates one or more input signals and just produce a single output here. Just for an example, here we have two inputs. First one is A and second one is B, and it gives a corresponding output that is Y here. In this case, the output or input will be in the form of Boolean function that may be true, false, but in electronics that may be 1 and that may be 0, and our output will also be 1 or maybe 0, any of these things. So now discuss about logic levels. Here there are two type of logic levels. The first one is low level, that is 0, and the second one is high level, that is equals to 1. Now basically discuss about type of logic gates. There are three type of logic gates. First one is basic gate, second one is universal gates, third one is special gates. So firstly we will discuss about basic gates, then universal gate, and then special gate. So proceed it and just discuss about basic gates. Firstly we are going to discuss about basic gate. So here basic gates are also of three types. The first one is AND gate, second one is OR gate, and the third one is NOT gate. So here we firstly discuss about AND gate, then OR, and then NOT. So just discuss about AND gate. Here we are going to discuss about AND gate. In this case, we represent AND gate by like this notation. Here this dot represents two AND. Basically, an AND gate has two or more input signals and only one output signal. Like for example, here we have representation for AND gate. Here A and B be the input signals, and here like just assume that here we get an output of O. Now here A and B will be in the form of Boolean function, maybe 1 and maybe 0, and the output will also be in the form of Boolean function that may be 1 and that may be 0. To get all possibilities of input functions, we are going to design a truth table. So let's design a truth table for AND gate with two inputs. Here we have two inputs, input A, input B, and getting an output of Y. So now how to fill this table? Here we have a formula that is 2 की power n. Where n is the number of inputs. In this case we have two inputs A and B. So here we will put 2 power n. So basically, it will be 2 power 2. So by this we will get here 4. Then we will divide this 4 by 2. Here we get 2. So from this, firstly we will put 2 zeros and then 2 times 1. In the same way, we will proceed this, we will divide this by 2 again and we will get 1 here. So for filling this second input B, firstly we will put 1 0, then 1, then 0 and then 1. Now here, in the first case, we have 2 zeros and 2 ones which we have discussed here. In the same way, for B input we have 1 times 0 and 1, then 0, then 1. Now how to fill this output columns? For this, in case of AND gate, if both of the inputs are high, if and only if both inputs are high, then our output will be high, otherwise it will be low. So in the last case we have both our inputs are high, so it will be high in last case, in other cases it will be 0. So in the first three cases it will be 0. Now here we can see that our first three inputs are 0 and the last one is 1, that is high. Now discuss about OR gate. Here OR gate is basically union of our inputs, which is represented by plus symbol. Basically, an OR gate has two or more input signals but single output signal. But it gives a single output signal. So here look at its logic diagram. This is representation for OR gate. Here A and B be the inputs and OB its output. Now, in case of OR gate, if any one of the input is high, then our output will also be high. Now look at its truth table. Here we are going to design truth table for two inputs as similar for we have do for AND gate. In this case, we have A and B are our inputs and O as our output. So how to fill this table? By using this, we can easily fill this table. Here we also have two inputs. So we can write 2 power 2, this gives out to be 4. Then we divide this by 2, we will get 2 here. Then we will fill here 2 times 0 and 2 times 1. Then if we will again divide this by 2, we will get here 1. Then we will fill here 1 times 0, then 1, then 0 and then 1. Similarly, we can do this for 3 inputs. For 3 inputs, we put here 3, then we get 8, then we divide this by 4. So we will fill in case of 3 inputs. Firstly, in first input we fill 4 times 0, then 4 times 1. For second input, we will fill 2 times 0, 2 times 1. 2 times 0, 2 times 1. In the similar way, for the third input, we will get here the 1. So firstly we will fill 0, then 1, then 0, then 1. In the similar way, we will do this for 3 inputs. Now discuss about its output. As we have discussed above, in case of OR gate, if any one of the input is high, then our output will be high. So in this case, the first input, in the first case we have both our inputs are low, so our input will be low, output will be low. The second case we have one is high and other is low, so it will be high because one of them is high and second one is low, so basically it will be high. The third case, one is high, second one is low, so here we also get a high because one is high, and in the third case both of these are high, so we will get our output will be output as high. Here this is the final truth table for OR gate. Here the first one is 0, then 1, then 0, and then last 3 are 1 because one of them are high. Now discuss about NOT gate. But basically NOT gate, in NOT gate is a little bit different from both of OR gate and AND gate. In case of NOT gate, we have only single input signal and a single output signal. In case of AND NOT gate, whatever the input, output will be its complement. That's why it is also called inverters. Now look at its representation. Here this represents its complement. Here we have our input as A, so our output will be complement of A. Now discuss about truth table. In this case, we have only two possibilities, that our input may be 0 or 1. So the output will be the complement of our input. So the complement for 0 will be 1 and complement of 1 will be 0. This is the final table for NOT gate. Now we are going to discuss about universal gate. What basically universal gates, what are the type of universal gates, and what are the table for its sub parts. So in case of universal gate, we have two types of gates. The first one is NAND gate and second one is NOR gate. So firstly discuss about NAND gate and then NOR gate. So let's start with NAND gate. In case of NAND gate, this is basically combination of NOT and AND gate. In this case, we just make a complement of AND gate. In case of NAND gate, two or more input signals, we give two or more input signals but get a single output. So now look at its representation. This, if we forget this circle, then we get only this one. So this is the representation for AND gate. If we have put it this, then this will be the representation for NAND gate. Here this represents the complement. Here we have two inputs, that is A and B, which in the form of Boolean function may be 1 and 0. Our output will also be in the form of 0 and 1. Now look at its truth table. Here we can design this by using formula 2 power n, which we have discussed above. So firstly we will fill 2 times 0, then 2 times 1. In the second input B, we fill 1 times 0, then 1, then 0 and then 1. Now discuss about its output. In case of AND gate, if both of the inputs are high, then our output will be high. But NAND gate is combination of NOT and AND. So we will make complement of AND gate here. So if our output is, if both of our inputs are high, then our output will be low in case of NAND gate. So here our input is low in case where both of inputs are same and high. Here we have our input as low, and in other cases we have our input as high. Here we can see this, that in the first, second and third case we have our output as 1, and in the last case we have our output as 0, because in this case this is a complement of AND gate. Now discuss about NOR gate. Firstly, before going NOR gate, we discuss about this question, why NOR and NAND gate, this is NAND gate, why NAND gate and NOR gate are universal gates. I mean that why these gates are called universal gates. So the reason is this, that AND, NOT and OR gates can be implemented using NAND and NOR gates, and hence this is the reason that why these are called universal gates. So now discuss about NOR gates. But basically NOR gates are basically the combination of NOT and NOR gates. In case of NOR gate, we give 2 or more input signals and get a single output also. For NOR gate, we have representation here. In this case, this is our input A, this is input B, and we get an output of Y. Now discuss about its truth table. In this case, we have A and B as our inputs and C B our output. Now fill this table. So firstly we will put 2 times 0, then 2 times 1, and for B we will put 1 0, then 1, then again 0 and then 1. Now discuss about its output. In this case, output will be the complement of OR gate. So in case of AND gate, OR gate, we know that if any of the input is high, then our output will be high. So in this case, we have to make complement of OR gate. So here, if any of the input is low, then if both of the input is low, then in case it will be high, and in other cases it will be low. So here we can see that in the first case we have both of our inputs are low, so we have our output as high, and in other cases we have our input is low because one of them is high. Note this, in this case, now discuss about special gates. Basically special gates are also of two types. The first one is exclusive OR and exclusive NOR. So firstly we will discuss about exclusive OR, then exclusive NOR. So just discuss about exclusive OR gate. Here we can also exclusive OR can be, we can also say it can, you in many places you can see that it is written in this form, XOR. So both of these are same. Exclusive gates gives a high output when inputs are not equal logic levels. It means that if both the inputs are not same, in this case this will be high, our output will be high. The exclusive OR operation is widely used in digital circuits, and these are also called XOR gates. Now look at its representation. Here we have representation for XOR gate. These are our inputs, input A and input B, and we will get an output here, O. Now look at its truth table. For designing these, we know we use the formula 2 power n. If our inputs are 2, n be the number of inputs. Here we have 2 inputs, So we will make this as 2 power 2. We will get here 4. Then we will divide this by 2. We will get here 2. So firstly we will put 2 times 0 and then 2 times 1. In another case, we will again divide this by 2. We will get 1 here. So firstly we will put 0, then 1, then 0 and then 1. Now look at its output. What will be its output? As we have discussed that if both of the inputs are same, in that case our output will be low. So here it will be low. It will be, in this case it will be high because both are different. One is low and one is high. The last case we have both are high. So in this case it will be low. This is the final truth table for our XOR gate. Now we are going to discuss about XNOR gate. Basically, XNOR gate, in case of exclusive NOR gate, if both of inputs are same, in that case our output will be high, otherwise it will be low. Now discuss about its representation. This is the representation for our XNOR gate. It is our input A and it is our input B, and it gives an output of O. Also we can we represent this in this form: A exclusive. This is representation for XOR, and if we make complement, then it will be the representation for XNOR. This is representation for XNOR. I am writing it again. I am writing it here. We can write this in this form also. Or just a second. Look in the next slide. We can write this in this form, that A exclusive B. This is the representation for XOR gate. For XNOR gate, we make complement of this. This is the representation for our XNOR gate. Now move forward towards the truth table. In case of XNOR, we firstly put our inputs in the same way as we have done in the first 6 cases. Firstly we will put 2 times 0, then 2 times 1. The second case for B input, firstly we will put 0, then 1, then 0 and then 1. Now discuss about its output. In this case, if both the inputs are high, if both the inputs are same, in that case our output will be high, otherwise it will be low. So for the first and the last case, we have our inputs are same, so our output is high in both the cases, and in these cases we have our inputs are different, one is high and one is low, so that's why these are low. This is basically the complement of XOR gate. Hope you understand it. If you have any query, so concern me in the comment section and also through this email ID. I will surely try to solve your problem. Thank you for watching.